Hey, good morning, friends. You ever wake up and feel like the day's already running ahead of you? Like you hit the ground sprinting, coffee spilling, phone buzzing, and your to-do list screaming your name? Yeah, me too. But here's a little secret I've learned. When you start your day with Jesus, something shifts. It's not just about checking a box. It's about inviting him into your chaos and watching what he does. So grab your coffee, your tea, whatever's keeping you awake, and let's talk about why starting your day with Jesus might just change everything. Now, I'm not saying you've got to wake up at 5 a.m., light a candle and sing hymns. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. No, this is simpler. It's about giving Jesus the first word in your day. And trust me, when he speaks first, the rest of the noise, it starts to quiet down. Let me show you what I mean. Picture this. A few weeks ago, I woke up late. My alarm didn't go off. Or maybe I swatted it off, who knows? I had a meeting in an hour. My kid was yelling about a missing sock, and the dog decided that was the perfect moment to chew my favorite shoe. Total chaos, right? I was this close to letting the whole day spiral, but instead I stopped, took a deep breath, and I just said, Jesus, I'm handing this to you. Lead me today. Nothing fancy, just real. And you know what? 5 minutes later, my kid found the sock under the couch. The meeting got pushed back an hour, and I even laughed about the shoe. Coincidence? Maybe. But I think it's what happens when you let Jesus step in. See, starting your day with Jesus isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's saying, well, hey Lord, I don't know what's coming, but you do. Walk with me. And when you do that, you start noticing him at work. Little things, big things. It's like he's leaving breadcrumbs of grace all over your day. Let me give you another one. My friend Sarah, she's a mom of 3, works full-time, always juggling a million things. She told me she started this habit of reading one Bible verse every morning. Just one. Nothing long, no big study. One morning, she read Psalm 46. 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. She didn't think much of it, just tucked it in her heart and went on. That same day, her car broke down on the way to work. Middle of nowhere, pouring rain, kids in the back freaking out. Disaster, right? But she said that verse popped into her head, and instead of panicking, she prayed. Out of nowhere, a tow truck driver showed up, said he just happened to be nearby. Fixed her car on the spot, didn't even charge her. She called me later, laughing, and said, I started my day with Jesus, and he showed up with a tow truck. That's what I'm talking about. When you start your day with Jesus, you don't just get through it, you get to see him in it. Maybe it's a kind word from a stranger when you're feeling low. Maybe it's strength you didn't know you had when life gets heavy. Or maybe it's just peace, like that deep, soul-settling peace, when everything else is falling apart. I think about the Gospels, you know. Jesus' disciples, they didn't have it all together. Peter was impulsive, Thomas doubted, and they all argued about who was the greatest. But every day they started with him. They walked with him, ate with him, watched him. And what happened? They saw miracles. Water turned to wine, storms calmed, people healed, lives changed. They didn't make it happen. Jesus did. All they did was show up. And that's what he's inviting you into today. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need a perfect prayer or a spotless house. Just start with him. Open your Bible, maybe Psalm 23 or Matthew 6, and read a few lines. Or just sit quiet and say, Jesus, I'm here. Then watch. Watch how he moves. Watch how he carries you. Watch how he turns your ordinary into something holy. So here's my challenge for you today. Tomorrow morning, before the chaos kicks in, give Jesus your first 5 minutes. Talk to him, listen to him, let him in. Then come back and tell me what happens. I'd love to hear your stories. Because when you start your day with Jesus, you don't just survive it, you get a front row seat to what he does. And trust me, he's always up to something good. Thanks for hanging out with me today, friends. If this blessed you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe so we can keep growing together. See you tomorrow. Let's keep starting our days with Jesus.